Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we've got a 2020 Cascadia PT 126 mid-roof XT with the fairing on it that can stay or go. It's your call. We won't charge any extra to take that off. DD15 475 horse, 1650 torque with the DT12 transmission. PTO prep, so if you've got any ball collars, anyone needs a blower or PTO, this one can handle the PTO. 285 rear ends on this truck here. Aluminum rims, at least on the outside. The drive axles, they have steels on the inside, but we can upgrade that to all aluminum for about $1,000. Throw the new ones on the outside. This one's got the black grille, LED headlights, one-piece roped-in windshield. This one also has very good rubber, Michelin all the way around, X-line, well over 75% all the way around. Got a couple 110-gallon fuel tanks, and the diamond plate covers on the passenger step, battery box, def cover, 23-gallon def tank as well. Joe stair slide fifth wheel. Frame rails are in excellent shape. 9 out of 10, I would say, at least. Only rust spots we see are on the fifth wheel hardware and frame bolts. Axles are also in great shape. Differentials, no rust really. Brakes are good. We just had this one go in for a Minnesota DOT and that passed. I had it sitting here for about 2 weeks. Came back out to it today and it's still got 110 gallons of air in the system, so that's doing well. I'll pop the hood and get a couple shots of that and then we'll climb inside. All right, so we're looking at a DD15 Gen 4. This particular one, like I said, 475 horse, 1650 torque. As most people know who'd be looking at something like this, probably the most common leak spots on these are the injector pass-throughs. They're all nice and dry on this one. And then the oil pan gasket, which I'll try to get down here, but that is really good on this one as well. Honestly, can't remember if we just had this one replaced or not, but it's usually something we do on these DD15s when we take them in. We'll go around to the cold side here. So, and for those that might not know as much about the Detroit motors, Detroit has a asymmetrical turbo fixed with ball bearings, and then the Cummins has the variable geometry turbo. So there's just a lot less that go wrong on this one, a lot of less moving little pieces. Those ball bearings in these are solid, so I think these are much more reliable than the Cummins myself, but I'm not an over-the-road driver admittedly, but from what I hear and just based on the design, I think it's a superior setup to the X15. This horsepower on these can be changed pretty reasonably, but 475, 1650 with the 285 rears, especially with the the DT12, it's probably about as good as it gets. Easy to get to everything on these. Washer fluid there, air dryers right here. It's a really good design Freightliner has with these. So we'll take a look inside here. This one does have both seats are air ride. They're both leather. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, tilt and telescopic steering wheel, steering column. This one does have the steering wheel controls. 2019 Detroit started building the DT12 to handle the PTO. Not all of them necessarily. Worth mentioning, not all DT12s in 2019 were PTO compatible. This one is. It's got the PTO prep switch, and again, this is a 2020. AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth stereo. You can shut the traction control off on these, which can be nice. Hill start assist can also be disabled. Sleeper light controls all are available up here. Air slide, power divider, suspension dump, where they always are. This one does have heated mirrors as well. So So you've got your mirror controls, window controls, mirror controls, and mirror heat are all right there. It does have a oil temperature gauge and a transmission temperature gauge in this one from the factory. These Freightliner factory sleepers are a little bit notorious. We like to spec them with the refrigerator prep package. So you've got your straps there and an outlet to plug it right in. If you want to add a dorm fridge, whatever you want. Some guys even go a little bigger than a dorm fridge. There's enough room here. Then you have your microwave shelf, an extra little cubby up there, overhead storage throughout the cab, along with the cubbies. And then into the sleeper, just like on the passenger side. This one does have the sleeper vent, but not the large sleeper door in this particular sleeper. And all of your HVAC controls, light controls, etc. So it's a nice truck inside and out. If you think so, if you want to take a look at it, if you want to talk about it, or any of our other options, we've got a few other ones sitting out there right now and a few in the shop, more day cabs in the shop, more day cabs headed this way. But this is a solid option. This is, I believe, our newest truck on the lot right now. And, well, this is the one that we know the most about, as it was our lease truck. So, if you're interested, give me a call. My cell number is 507-384-1482. Thanks a lot, guys.